Trusting someone to walk your dog daily gives them perfect access to case your entire neighborhood for burglaries. Hiring Isabella as our dog walker seemed like the perfect solution. Long work hours meant our golden retriever Max needed midday exercise, and Isabella's references were excellent. Her routine was professional and consistent. Daily walks, detailed updates with photos, reasonable rates. Max loved her, which seemed like the most important qualification. But after 3 weeks, I started noticing unusual activity in our neighborhood app. Break-ins were increasing on streets along Max's walking route, always during work hours, always targeting homes that appeared empty. The thieves seemed to know exactly when properties would be vacant. I work as a private investigator, so pattern recognition is fundamental to my job. The timing and locations weren't coincidental. Someone with regular neighborhood access was gathering intelligence about resident schedules and home security features. Instead of immediately suspecting Isabella, I began documenting the correlation between Max's walks and local crime patterns. The data was troubling. Every burglarized home was within 2 blocks of Max's regular route. The thefts occurred during time windows when Isabella would have observed empty driveways and noted family routines. I decided to test my theory without confronting her directly. I installed a GPS tracker on Max's collar to monitor their exact walking patterns. The results were shocking. Isabella wasn't just walking dogs. She was conducting systematic neighborhood surveillance, spending extra time near expensive homes, photographing security systems, and noting when residents left for work. Her walking route included detailed stops at properties that would be burglarized within days, but I needed definitive proof of criminal intent. I set up a controlled situation, told Isabella we'd be traveling for a long weekend, asked her to continue Max's walks while we were away. Instead of leaving town, I maintained surveillance from a rented car. Isabella arrived for Max's scheduled walk, but instead of exercising him, she spent 2 hours photographing house exteriors, testing door handles, and documenting which properties appeared completely empty. She was using dog walking as cover for professional burglary reconnaissance. That evening, I followed Isabella to a meeting with 3 men in a restaurant parking lot. She handed them a folder containing photos and notes about neighborhood targets. I had everything documented: GPS data showing surveillance patterns, photos of Isabella casing homes, video evidence of her meeting with criminal associates. Time to involve law enforcement. The detective assigned to the neighborhood burglary cases was immediately interested in my evidence. We suspected someone was providing inside information, he explained. Your documentation confirms how they're selecting targets. The investigation moved quickly once police realized Isabella's access to multiple neighborhoods through her dog walking service. Her client list included families across 6 different residential areas, giving her criminal network detailed intelligence about dozens of potential targets. Police coordinated with her other clients to gather additional evidence. Multiple families had noticed Isabella spending unusual amounts of time photographing their homes and asking detailed questions about their schedules. The arrest happened during one of Isabella's scheduled walks. Detectives followed her as she conducted surveillance disguised as dog exercise, then apprehended her entire criminal network during their weekly planning meeting. Isabella's notes contained detailed profiles of 43 families, including work schedules, vacation plans, security system information, and valuables locations observed during home visits. She faced charges for conspiracy, burglary, and organized crime. Using pet care services to facilitate home invasions carried enhanced penalties under state law. The burglary ring she supplied had stolen over $80,000 in property, using her intelligence gathering. During questioning, Isabella revealed her systematic approach. Dog walking provided legitimate access to neighborhoods, allowed her to observe resident patterns, and created trust that prevented suspicion. Her criminal network had been operating across 3 counties using similar pet care infiltration methods. Isabella received 3 years in prison plus restitution to all affected families. Her co-conspirators got sentences ranging from 18 months to 4 years. We found a legitimate dog walker through a licensed pet care agency. Proper background checks, bonded and insured, focused on animal care rather than neighborhood surveillance. Max still gets his daily exercise just without the criminal reconnaissance activities. Isabella thought pet care services provided perfect cover for criminal intelligence gathering. Dog walkers have legitimate reasons to spend time in residential areas and observe family routines. She didn't expect to target a private investigator whose job involves recognizing surveillance patterns and documenting criminal behavior.